I got you.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Nick Bolton, who's now up to 60 tackles after last week's game. It's the Chiefs and the Colts, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
It is
fucking turned it up.
As we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson.
I'm gonna put this on speaker.
Right now we are here. The
How's that?
season finale.
Yeah.
Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one
last is on the speaker. Yeah, I'll turn the fucking surround sound up.
You got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win week 18.
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
And then on the complete opposite side,
here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. Led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida, it's Anthony Richardson.
he's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. His defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. And if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. He fumbled the football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That's complete to Watkins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. Jonathan Taylor. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he is gone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Gay on for the extra point.
Hi. What?
These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Colts will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. He comes into this final weekend as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to finish the season strong. On first down, it's Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
3rd and a yard. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Colts offense and Josh Downs heading back to the field. And as we enter the final weekend of the season, you can see his name right up there top in terms of touchdown receptions this year.
Slow this.
He'll start
No,
this
he
on
can
the ground.
slow.
It's Taylor.
This is so small.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
Here's a 3rd and 10. Richardson to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Chiefs offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us, and we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason end of the night. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He runs with it. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down, and he's got that 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
That's complete left side to Worthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
2nd and 7. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Chiefs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Mahomes back. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. On 2nd down, Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing now, Mahomes. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelce. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this.
And he will dive into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now Butker to add the extra point. Through the snowflakes, this one good. And the Chiefs will get out in front 17-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He gets this one complete to Pittman. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. On first down, it's Richardson. That's to the right side and incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Now Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st down throw, Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Watkins motioning over. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Watkins. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco touchdown, Chiefs. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
And Butker on for the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Chiefs up their lead. It's now 24-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense running back Jonathan Taylor set to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. A run with Taylor. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's Richardson. It's made. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Richardson going to look to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Indianapolis. Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. On play action, Richardson. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Zone read. It's a give to Taylor. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Richardson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. His kick is good, and the Colts are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A first down throw for Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt.
That goes
this
good
is
together.
no good. Could not get it on target. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window
and then
to
you go
get caught
watch
up
it
on.
all.
So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. Jalen Hurts, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Brock Purdy over 300 yards through the air with a touchdown pass as well. We got a strong first half out of the running back Isaiah Pacheco. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous, and if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Xavier Worthy and his Kansas City teammates getting set for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Really nice job here in the second half for this defense to come out and make a play. That last sack's going to go a long way to getting off the field, getting the offense the ball back, and see if they could chip away.
All right, see if he still has it. Okay. He's down, but the Jets are down by a touchdown.
On comes the Chiefs
punter.
Touchdown. As he'll hit this from just outside of his own
minutes
goal
left
line.
in the game. See if he still has it. Last time he did was like, I think it was like.
Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. The Colts offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy?
About, but
he has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They face second down and 7. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here is the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. First and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll work the middle here with Taylor.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Quickly out to Downs on the receiver screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will cut into that lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On second down, Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First and 10 for Mahomes. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. A tight end in motion now. On second down, Pacheco. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Move change. First down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
50 minutes.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's not going to get there. Maybe he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now it's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give him a stretch and cut. This
You didn't want.
They'll try it now with
Oh, what the fuck? Watch this.
And he's going to have the Chiefs first down.
There he is, right here.
Get the conversion.
Watch him
It's
try
a
to catch
gain
ball.
of 14.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead.
No, I
They're in the
think
second
I
half,
don't
but
think
they
he
don't
wanted
have
to
a lot
run
of
with
rush
it
yards.
in
It's
case he
because
gets
they
hit or
use the
get hurt.
passing game to score points and establish the
I think
lead.
he dropped it on purpose.
How we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Back hauled in at the 2. And he will score again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for.
Oh, intercepted.
Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Dude. Lost again.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
God, interception.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back.
This one intercepted. Oh! And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
That dude's much.
So the first part of any interception, you just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. Mahomes on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On third down, Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Right? I mean, directly behind Tampa. But Motorsport is like an hour and 45 minutes away.
The break, the huddle, coming up now for first and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
This caught right side by Worthy.
So what they're trying to do with this concept here, Mike, is they're trying to put layers into the defense. There's somebody attacking deep. There's somebody attacking intermediate, and then in this case, they force the ball to be thrown to the underneath check down, and they're able to keep him short and force fourth down. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense, and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead. And the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On second down, Richardson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's a third down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8.
Well, I'm just hoping that he's not at school a couple times and shit about early. He hasn't been in school yet.
To throw, it's Richardson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Now Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. Looking to throw, Richardson. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Once again, it's Pacheco. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. 3rd down and 9. Here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. Catch made, that's Pittman. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Help me! No, it isn't right now.
Richardson.
Like 20 seconds.
Catch made. That's Wolf. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
The worst time that you were crazy is when you're laughing and crying at the same time.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one.
All the emotions. I could just see my head short running. It's not, you know. Well, it's not. He didn't give me that. No, he's a shade.
So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Here's third down and a few inches. Now Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down. Here's Richardson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. On first down, it's Richardson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. Richardson to throw. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2nd and 11. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A handoff to Pacheco. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll motion a tight end right. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Offense. Still first down.
Charlotte County would take portals.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They finished the season on a high note. So now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.
Yep. Did it fit? Okay. Just make sure they're not touching the top. They're freaking huge. They're like big fucking wings.
What rings are we getting?
I can't remember.
Walmart. What rings?
'Cause
Wings.
you're the one that I don't know. You're the one that picked them out. Yeah, I think it was Walmart.
No, I found them on Walmart online because I ordered them online. That's what it was.
Yeah, and they picked those. And they picked those out.
See if we can ever find them in the store ourselves.
Home field advantage, baby.
Never again. I'll have to just order them online every time because I can't find them. Yeah, but somebody else is going to bring you like all the other things. That'll be fun. As much. The Valley Fire's still burning? Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty fucking bad.
Is it
I
still
was, I was driving over there.
So last,
I work over there.
Finally got it to like 33% contained sometime last night, about 8 o'clock. But it wasn't until then, and I haven't seen any reports on it today to see what it's at still, but yes. Tell me I like pretend everybody. Tony Townsend liked your photo. Tony Townsend liked your photo. Tell Tony that, like, tell him
Fuck off, Tony Townsend.
Tell him, Tony, why did you have to like every single picture? Why?
Like, how rude.
You know what? I do that to people too. I'm not even playing. I do. I'll go like them all.
Like,
all
can't
the
you
ones
just
I like.
I know you do.
Oh,
Me, I'm like, fuck off.
I actually do And it's like one of my fucking pet peeves. Because I'm like, now I have 50,000 fucking stupid notifications. Wow, 26. A lot of people like that. Jeff, Chips, No Name Kid, Raquel, Vicky, Tammy, Monty, my boss, Jennifer, Susan, Paul, Mary, Tina, Sam, Kimberly, Molly.
I did not. I did not lie. Somebody did that.
I'll be darned.
So how is Lynette doing?
Not
So can I ask you a question? Okay, so because it's just us, right? Okay, so are you careful when you're around other friends of yours to watch how much you talk about you and I? So I do that when I'm with that Deb, right? I can catch myself saying something like, "Oh, me and Amy," or "Amy and I," or "Me, Amy." No, you don't stop yourself. Oh,
I don't do jealous fucking bullshit, dude. One thing I don't do is jealous. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't believe in it, and I don't do it. Because it's PTSD for me with Patrick. Jealousy. So, because he purposely made me jealous. Like, the whole 18 years we were together. And so, I have never been jealous. Fred is fucking changed me as a person. Patrick changed me, and Fred picked up the pieces. And so, with that being said, I just don't do jealousy anymore. And I honestly, like, I never stop and think about it, probably because I don't fucking care.
I think because
I just
I've had it happen to me.
Yeah, and I mean, like, my circle is so small. Like, so small. Like, the only two women in my life that I am ungodly fucking close to and trust with everything and anything is you and Fred. That is it. That's it.
It's because I have
Anybody else I love, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people out in that world that I love. But our closeness isn't what it used to be, or whatever, part, or whatever the case may be. And I have no bad blood with anybody other than Jenny. Like, that bitch could fucking go rotten now. But, like, anybody else, I ain't got no bad blood with anybody. Like, I just don't. Because I just don't give a fuck, dude. I'm like, you came in my life. We don't talk like we used to, but hey, in public, like, here. You know? But I'm gonna fucking go in public and out of my way to reach out to people that don't reach out to me.
Yeah,
I just don't.
that's where I've learned to cut people off. It's like,
And I don't cut people off.
No, see, for me, it is a cutoff.
It's not a cutoff. Like, it's. I don't reach out anymore. I won't do the work, right? But if I see you in, like, the fair or a concert or like, like, if I notice you, how are you? Oh my God, I hope your family's good. Love you to death. Bye. Like, no, let's make plans. None of that shit.
See, no, I don't go out of my way to approach people. Okay, let's put it this way.
I don't go out of my way to
If
approach
Brandy was if we were at a festival,
if they approach me,
and Brandy, I saw her from across the way, I would not go up to her. Do you think I would go up to her?
no, but that's something you have bad blood with. Like, Jenny, I would not. If I saw her from
Didn't have bad blood with Brandy though. She just
like Jenny,
showed
if
up.
I saw her across the way, bitch, you'll know. Because I will go. I'll go up to her. All right. And you better fucking be following me. Because I'm fixing to go to fucking jail for domestic fucking assault.
no, because I'll throw your ass to the ground.
Exactly. That's why I say you best be following my ass. Because if I say that fucking bitch and I take off, you better fucking follow me.
Oh no, I'm not gonna follow you. No, I'm gonna tackle you.
I'm going to do some fucking damage too.
I'm gonna tackle you.
Dummy, the one thing you and I have in fucking common when it comes to fighting, Kim, is you mentioned curb stomping the other day, and I'm like, oh man. I can mention it again, it makes me fucking excited. I fucking love curb stomping. I freaking curb stomp plenty of bitches in my day. With my heels on. I'm like, say it again!
I bounced her when I was 17. I bounced her head off of the hood of her car. I took her and I took her. I was wearing a fucking dress and heels.
So, it was my bachelorette party with Patrick. The one that was thrown for me when we were getting married, and we went downtown to Hannah's, and we were all and Patrick wasn't there. I mean, it was just us girls, and this fucking bitch that came along with my matron of honor at the time, like, she called my matron of honor a bitch, but she was just kidding, but I didn't take it that way. No! And so, like, no. And so I grabbed her out of my fucking best friend's fucking passenger side fucking of her car by her hair and fucking yanked her down to the fucking ground and fucking took my fucking stilettos and fucking curb stomped the fuck out of her head. That bitch was a bloody mess. She was, and some dude that I didn't even know, he was literally standing in line at the food truck that was across the street. He ran across the street and grabbed me and fucking yanked me off of her, and I fucking tried to fight him, and he looked at me and he goes, "Do you want to go to jail tonight?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Then get the fuck in that car and get the fuck out of here now." And I looked over at my best friend's waiting for me, like, "Get the fucking car, bitch." So I did. And then he left. And then I had that bitch's blood all over my stilettos. It was great. She did live. I think she had to have surgery though. Because I poked a hole in her like neck, right here.
Yeah, I got.
Of course. Don't call my best friend a bitch. Not when I'm drunk.